Of course, the moment I decide to record a vlog, there is a sun that is literally blinding me. Should I record a video in sunglasses? Because this is the only place where I can record right now. Oh, I'll go here. No, it's also weird. Like this, maybe? Okay. So today is gonna be super exciting because today I'm going to Anameta's house and we're gonna do some coloring of yarn. Why am I being part of this process? I will tell you why. Because when you have a hand dyer friend, I think it's illegal not to use them to color your yarn. So I got a cone of gray color merino a few days ago. Gray and more like ecru color. I got 2 cones. And we decided that we will try something fun since I have some merino that I don't have a plan for. And this fun being gradient dyeing. So I wound up 2 bowls of 50 grams of this yarn. Look at how cute it is. It's super soft, especially after blocking. Oh my god, it's soft. Well, you know me and cone yarns. So, Jesus, I feel like I'm a Batman and I have like a mask here. Whatever. It's not about how I look like, it's about what I'm saying, right? So these 2 bowls we will try to gradient dye and then I will use them for a very, very cute scarf. Or actually knowing the amount of meters, maybe even something more than a scarf, maybe a shawl. So we'll do gradient dye on these 2 and it's not all. I have a few hanks of these superwash merino, a few hanks being like a kilogram. I have 10 100-gram hanks of the superwash merino. Yesterday we did some math to understand how many meters is in 1 hank of it. And it was like, I think it was like 230 meters in 1 hank. Not too bad. So we decided that we will take 5 of them, which is 500 grams of this superwash merino. And we will color it more purple color because this yarn I got on Vinted for super cheap. Someone was selling the leftovers of their experiments with yarn, I think. So yeah, it looks floppy because I could not be bothered to actually properly hang it up. I was unraveling it yesterday. So we gonna color it a color that is gonna be more suitable for me because this baby pink doesn't really go with any of my features, you know. So we're gonna try to make it more purple and then I will either make a top or a skirt. I haven't decided yet. So today is a day of experiments. And while today is a day of experiments, I also have something really cool to show you. Ta-da! You know what this little baby is? It's my first ever bowl of self-spun yarn that is actually usable. I think that's pretty exciting. This is BFL, blue-faced let's just stop on BFL. BFL, and it's the first yarn I was able to spin and ply the way that it's actually usable in knitting. So it's thin enough, it's plied well enough, and I can actually make a swatch of it, and it will be the first time ever my yarn doesn't look like art yarn. So I'm finally getting better, and I'm very excited about it. So I think I'm gonna swatch it in the evening and I'll show you how it looks like. And I'm super excited. And this color, I think it was color denim or something. I'm not sure if it's denim, but I love it. It's such a me color. I'm obsessed. Kind of feel like I'm gonna buy all of yarn of this seller because this color is amazing. What will I do with this much of BFL if I buy everything? I have no idea because it's super warm and super sheepy. But you know what? Nothing can stop me when I see cute yarns. So I'm getting better in spinning and that is very exciting. Okay, I'm gonna go and record a few TikToks and I need to also quickly make a thumbnail for today's video, YouTube video dropping. It's gonna be a spicy one today. And after that, I'll head over to Anameta's house. I hope I will be able to record something there, but I'm usually too shy to record next to my friend. So we'll see. If I won't be able to record, I'll retell you everything. I'll spill the tea, I swear. A new update. Today is Sunday. I had a great day yesterday. I went to see my friend Maya with Anna from Fingernamt. We went to suburbs of the city where we live in, and we had the loveliest time knitting, chatting. Maya even got a full-on layered cake with raspberry flavoring. That was amazing. And it was very much that cozy girlhood, crafty girlhood moment for three autistic people who are very much into knitting and all crafts you can imagine. And after that, I came home and I had some time to play with my yarns because I have some cool stuff to show you actually. A lot of cool stuff. It's too hot today. Yes. Yeah, sorry, my face is gonna be wet a little bit, but it's too hot today. Today is like 16 degrees. For Denmark in April, it's insane. So, what do we have? Probably the most exciting thing. Remember, I told you about some cones I got. It was a more grayish one and less grayish one, but still a light gray one. Ecru, I think you call this color or something. Basically this one. Why did I just show you? This cone of 100% merino. And while I like this color very much, we thought we can play around a little bit with Anameda on Thursday. So I'm not sure if I already showed you the process of what we were doing, but I got the results of what we did. This gorgeous, gorgeous ball of yarn. Actually, I have two, but the other one is on the balcony, I think, right now. So this gorgeous gradient blue. I'm not sure if you can see on camera how exactly cute the gradient is. It goes from very light gray blue up to like very dark portions of blue on the outside. It's gonna be such a perfect yarn to make either a top or some kind of a shawl in. And I was also thinking of combining it with my white alpaca silk and making sky blue something. I'm not sure yet, but this motivates my creativity so much and inspires me a lot. I love it. Then I have another fun experiment that we did. I had this pink merino. Apparently it also has nylon. We did not know that because I bought it off Vinted as 100% wool. I got a little bit scammed, but for the price I paid, I'm not that mad because I got a kilogram of that yarn. And it's this very like Barbie pink. And I know that it's not exactly my color. It will wash me out a lot. So what we did is add a little bit of blue to make it purplish. So it's also a gradient from purple to pink and back. It's very cute variegated yarn. And actually, I pour the color myself on the yarn. Yes, and Meta did everything else, but I did the coloring. I'm super excited about it. And even though I had no idea what I'm doing, I think the result is cool. Because here's a swatch of it. I'm not sure if you'll be able, maybe I will add some b-roll, I'm not sure. But the funniest part is that I even didn't think about it, but this looks exactly like a sunset on a windy day. And yesterday, when I made the swatch, it was exactly a very windy day. And this was the sunset. So I was able to take some really cool pictures that are not perfect, unfortunately, because it was super windy. So my swatch was doing this while I was trying to take a photo. But basically this picture and a few videos of my swatch kind of melting into the background, and that's so cool. I love nature. So now I call it my twilight yarn, and I will make a top for myself in it. Yes, it's merino. Yes, it's warm, but if I make it some kind of a lace top, it's gonna have enough ventilation. So I think I still will be able to wear it quite a big chunk of the year. And I really like how the yarn itself feels after we colored it, because before it had this, plasticky feeling. I think it was spinning oil for some reason, even though it was not coned yarn, but I feel like someone got this yarn on a cone and wound it up in skeins before selling, because it did feel very, not oily, but too smooth. And now it actually has texture, so I love it. It sparks my creativity once again. And the last thing I wanted to show you, I had a very productive morning because I finally plied all the yarn I spun throughout this week. Because now that I actually am able to create yarn that is not art yarn, but something at least reminding me of real yarn. For example, I made my first ever swatch in the yarn I spun from BFL, and it actually looks like fabric, right? And I made it. It's crazy. But yeah, I got so encouraged by it that I was spinning every day, at least a little bit. So I was just like taking not long pieces of my merino wool. And every morning before breakfast and everything, I was spinning a little bit. I spun a full spoolie and today I plied it. So I have a 2-ply merino that I need to wash. I will wash it today, record some videos of it, and I don't remember how much there is. I'll try to guesstimate how many meters I have of it. In my opinion, it should be enough for an actual small project. And I'm super excited about it. It's gonna be my first hand spun project. I can't believe it. I can't believe I made this. Because like literally a week ago, my yarn, luckily I hid almost all of my like imperfect yarns, but this was the first yarn I made, and pretty much all others were similar. So it was like art yarn or something. And now I finally made yarn that is actually yarn. I can actually use in a project, and that's so exciting. So that's it crafts wise. Today is Sunday, as I said already, and I wish I could say I'm planning to have like a fun weekend or something, but unfortunately I need to work today because there is a tech edit I'm doing, and even though I have quite a few days before the deadline, I really want to be finished earlier because there's a lot of things I need to recheck after designer goes through my feedback. So I need to do everything today, and that's a lot of math. So like at least half a day I will be mathing the math. But then in the evening I have one more important task to do because I've been kinda pushing it away from me for long enough. The deadline for testnet of Guns Löwen's jacket is getting close. It's in the beginning of May. And whilst my jacket is done, I haven't done any pro pictures of it yet because I have some things that I need to fix. I know it sounds awful, but first of all, I did sew buttons on it and I did terrible job. So it's bunching up quite a bit, especially since I made the double folded button band, so it has a lot of fabric, so it bunches up a little bit. I need to resew buttons so that it's at least a little bit less, but it's a small fix. The big fix is after blocking, my sleeves grew way more than I expected. I was using coned yarn, and my swatch, even though I did give some weight to it while it was blocking so that it is more realistic of a heavy garment, since it's Aran weight, there was much more weight on the sleeves. So after blocking, they are very long. I tried adding elastic in. I tried multiple options of elastics throughout the last 2 weeks. They all don't look great, and also the sleeve loses its shape because of it, because it's supposed to be like a balloon sleeve. So I want to do a crazy thing and put 2 lifelines into the sleeve, cut it, and unravel it until the point where the length is fine, and then add back the ribbing with a Kitchener stitch. I'm not sure if that's how I'm gonna do it yet. I will assess the situation closely today. I might just unravel the ribbing and a few rows and then just like redo the ribbing. Maybe it will be even easier. I'm not sure. We'll see. We will see. Because I don't want to do the Italian bind off once again. But once again, we'll see. I need to do it today or at least tomorrow. So that's the plan. For now, I will be like Violet from the series of unfortunate events, because she always ties her hair when she needs to invent something or work on something. And that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Because I've got tech editing to do. So my hair goes behind. I'll check in with you when I will start on the cardigan, and maybe throughout the day if I find something cute to show you. Okay, I finally got my coffee today, so I'm ready to tell you how cool my day today was. So, this Friday, and in the morning, Anameta picked me up on her car and we went to her garden. We went there so that she is doing some gardening work around her garden, and I am there. Yeah, the most useful thing I did was like pick up one bag of dirt. That's pretty much it. But I was having an entertainment property there. I was entertaining her while she was working. I'm a great friend. No, but in all seriousness, it was lovely. Today is super warm. It's like 22 degrees today, I think. It's sunny, it's beautiful, the garden looks amazing, so we had some time in nature. And then she had a great idea. She was in the middle of mowing the lawn when she was like, should we go to Holst Garn now? And we did. We just took a field trip and we went there. So it was my first time there. I can cross off one thing off my bingo for 2026 because it was a new yarn store I visited. It is so cozy in there. And the person who helped us at the register was actually the owner of Holst Garn, which was very impressive. I absolutely was shook a little bit. We went there to buy me a few balls of Holst Coast for the second sample of Morning Glory top. Do you think I only bought a few balls of Coast? Before I show you my haul, just know I'm not proud of it, but I'm very happy about it. Should we start big or should we start small? Let's start with what I plan to buy. I got this Coast in Honeydew and this Coast in Grasshopper Green to hold together, to have something similar to the yarn I used for the first sample. Because I want it to be like, have a marbled effect. So I'm gonna hold one strand of greener one and one strand of more yellow yarn. I'll see how it goes. I'm not sure yet, but we're gonna see. And I got some more of them. And for the sleeves, I got this ecru color, also of Coast, but I'm gonna hold it single. Okay, so that was what I planned to buy. Now starting from this, we are diving into chaotic ADHD girly in the store where she's fangirling over every yarn. Lot number 1, Holst Garn Highland, which is sock yarn. And it is the softest sock yarn I saw in this price range because they are selling it out right now. They are letting go of their whole stock of this yarn. So they're selling it for 25 Danish kroner per skein. So 2 of these, so 100 grams, was 50 krona. Less than 10 bucks. It's so nice. Amy and Amanda from Fingernamt is a big fan of this yarn and she was raving about it a lot. I touched it, I had to buy it, especially since they won't have this yarn anymore. And we asked the owner why, and she said that they are actually trying to go a more eco way. So they're gonna use the technology for making this yarn more ecological. So like this is superwash, and this one in particular, she says that it had like the plastic coating and everything, and they are going for some kind of a new technology that is not popularized in the yarn creation process yet, as far as I understood. They were speaking Danish, so I was trying to understand everything. I'm not sure if I understood everything, but basically the idea is that they're gonna have another sock yarn that is gonna be treated differently and in more green way, which is amazing if you ask me. If you know me, of course I couldn't live without combs. That is also Coast in color Kingfisher. And tell me it's not the perfect blue for my skin tone. Like, I love it. I absolutely love it. You might say, Nadya, it looks exactly like the cone you used for your Winnie top. Yes, maybe. So what? I love this color. But it's so big and so much yarn. I love this color so much that I think that I will change my plans a little bit and make another fish sweater that I'm gonna be testing soon. Instead of making it yellow and brown, I'm gonna make it yellow, white, and this. because it's gonna be more summery this way. If you think it's the only cone I got, this is a leftover cone of Tights by Holst. It is 69 grams here. It's wool and silk, basically. And the reason I got it first, because it was super cheap. It was 28 krona for this. And second of all, because I have 3 balls of dark blue tights in my stash that I have no idea how to use, because 3 balls is not enough for a top in my size. It's not enough for anything in my size other than like bandanas, scarves and everything. And I don't want to make accessories. I want to make garments. Now, if we add this, which is basically a ball and a half of tights, in another color, I can make something stripy. And that will be enough for a top for my size. So if I combine this yarn and that yarn, I'm gonna get rid of the first yarn. So that was a smart purchase, right? Tell me I was not just chaotic. And then the absolutely sweetest thing happened, because Holst is having like a spring special deal, and they are giving away kits for a scarf with 2 balls of Holst Haya if you buy for 600 krona. And I knew that, and I was planning to do that, but somehow in the shop I was so excited about everything, I forgot about it. So my purchase was only 540, and I was not eligible for this. And Amanda was paying for her purchase separately. But the owner was so sweet that she said that we spent enough to get 1 kit for us too. So I got 2 more balls of Haya, which is super exciting, because 2 balls plus 2 balls is already around 750/800 meters, which is enough for a top or even a t-shirt for me. And it is the softest yarn you can imagine. I'm obsessed with this yarn, honestly. It's 70% baby alpaca, 20% mulberry silk, and 10% yak. It is so soft, it hurts. And now I have 4 balls of it, and I am so happy. That's my haul. As you can see, I overdid it a little bit. I know I'm trying to de-stash, but also kind of feel like I made smart purchases, because I will be able to use some of these in order to use up my stash. Don't judge me, you would do the same in Holst shop. So now I have a lovely evening by myself, because my husband is out hanging out with his co-workers. So my plans for the evening are, since I don't really have a lot of things to do, luckily, I finally have like an evening off. And I finished spinning the second part of brown merino I wanted to use to make a contrasting color to the white merino I spun. So I will go and ply it. It already rested like for half a day. I think it's enough, right? So I'm gonna ply it, and then I'm gonna wash it, and tomorrow I will have another skein of my self-spun yarn. That's gonna be exciting. See you tomorrow.